Good morning, my dear kids. We'll discuss some numericals related to the optics that one. I think this is the second day of your revision. Most of you might have started working on the numericals. So today is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There's a Wednesday that one. So you have another 2 days time. So within that you should confine all the things. So what I suggest is like, hey, speed up the preparation from Monday itself. Monday, Tuesday, speed up so that Wednesday, Thursday will be comfortable. Now, most of you what happen on Thursday, you realize that I have to read more, I have to read this one. Then I think you'll mess up things. Hmm. So in the next week also, you plan up everything by Tuesday. Maximum all the theoretical ideas try to confine, so that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday you can directly come and jump into the numerical solving. The more number of numericals you come across, the confidence will increase. This you might have seen. It happens for me or anyone. Hmm? The number of numericals you should think more. This is only the best method available for you. Hmm? Okay, let's start the class. Read the question. We have to match the columns. Okay, we'll take this one. So this the isosceles prism it is. If we don't know this angle theta, the ray is incident normally. So it will come and strike here. I think individual will take each end. The other one let me keep there. The ray is incident normally on one of the face. Here we can go for normal. This angle it is given 90 degrees. This is the angle of prism. How much it is in this case? 45 degrees. What is R1? R1 to be 0 here. So here we'll get this is R2. And as such we know R1 plus R2 equal to A. R1 is 0, which is equal to 45 degrees. So here will it undergo TIR or not will determine critical angle. So what is the sine of critical angle? Sine 3 should be equal to 1 by mu. Mu equal to 1.5, 2 by 3. This is a critical angle. Now what is a incident angle? Incident angle is 45 degrees. So 2 by 3, this will become 0.67. So definitely the angle R2 is greater than critical angle. Hope. Because 1 by root 2 is sine inverse of 0.67 will be less than, the angle will be less than 45 degrees, but incident angle is more than 45, like it's greater than critical angle here. So the ray will undergo TIR. The ray will undergo TIR. Then at surface AC, light will be reflected. Option Q is ruled out. So I'll bring P. ray refracted at AB will be parallel to the base BC. There's also ray refracted AB will not be parallel to base BC. It's not ray refracted at AB, no? Okay, AC is over. Refracted ray refracted at AB will be parallel to base. One more option we have to pick up. Afterwards, okay, the ray will come here. Okay, let me continue this. BC is this one, no? Yeah. No. So definitely here the ray will come like this. So I think it is not parallel to base BC. Yes, I'll pick up one more. Because when do it will, if it grazes BC, then only it will be parallel, no? So I think grazing is not possible here because this is 45 degrees. This angle of incidence should be equal to critical angle, then only it can graze it. Light will graze the surface AC. Okay, one we have option P and S. Now similarly we'll come for B. I think in exam this will be very crucial because within some less interval of time you are supposed to take all such decisions. Even now me also, okay, I feel very happy, okay, discussion, but if you ask me also think within 2 minutes, I think I'll also be under pressure. This is 45 degrees. What is this? 60 degree. Mu value we know it, so it will under refraction. Then we have to see what conditions will come. So this angle is theta. This is mu root 3 sine 60. Mu is root 3 into sine R1. Sine 60 root 3 by 2 root 3 sine R1. R1 is 30 degrees. Okay, there is an equilateral triangle, so theta must be equal to 60 degrees. So R1, this is R2. R1 plus R2 equal to theta. 30 degrees, R2 60 degrees. So R2 will be 30 degrees. Will it be, again we have to check the critical angle. What is the critical angle? Sin C equal to 1 by mu. What do we expect the value? 1 by root 3 will be 1.7. Greater than or less than, we have to check it. Anybody value? Critical angle? Let me check. Yeah. 0.57. Yeah, okay. Angle, I wanted angle. Some 35.2 degrees. The incident angle is 30 degrees. So the ray will undergo refraction. R1 equal to R2. So if R1 equal to R2, then it must be parallel to the refracted. At surface AC, light will be refracted. I'll go for option Q. Then since R1 equal to R2, then the refracted ray at AB will be parallel to the base BC. R. Ray refracted at AB will not be parallel to the base BC. Light will graze the surface AC. Okay, QR will take this one. Next, option C. We'll do that, those things below here. -45 degrees, 45 degrees. Mu equal to √2. This angle is 45 degrees, angle of prism. First, sine 45 degrees equal to mu into sine R1. R1 30 degrees. R1 plus R2 equal to 45. 30 degrees, R2 45. R2 15 degrees. R1 is not equal to R2. Now will it undergo TIR? I am not sure. We have to check this R2. Sine C is equal to 1 by mu. So critical angle is 45 degrees. R2 is 15. So R2 less than C. So the ray will undergo refraction. Its surface AC, light will be refracted, Q. Okay, fine. Just revising all the ideas of one problem. Really revising all the so much of information is asking us to analyze here. And the last option. -60 degrees. 30, 30, this will be 120. This will be, I think, the prism. The angle. Okay, now it is incident. Let's analyze. So again, sine 60 equal to √2 into sine R1. √3 by 2 √2. Mu is √2. I think this will be not that easy, no calculations. Let's take the calculator, we'll verify. Root of 1.5, root of 1.2.
Sir, sine R1 is √3 by 2 √2.
√3 by 2 √2, no? - 37 degrees. Yeah. I think how in exam this can be possible. We need some. You should have given some data. Okay, R1 37.5 7 degrees. This is R1. R1 plus R2 equal to 120. (82.3). Critical angle, how much sine of critical angle? Sine C
45
equal to
degrees, sir.
45 degrees it is. Critical angle is at face AC. It is greater than, so it will undergo TIR. The ray will undergo TIR. What are the options? At surface AC, it will take TIR. Option P will pick up. PS. Okay, I think the last option I should have given that information, sine of that angle, sine inverse of that. Otherwise, in exam, very difficult. Complete description is there. Make observation. Okay, we'll move to the next one. I think little bit some simple, just checking the basic deviation concept here. A ray of light strikes at the boundary separating two media at angle theta. Mu1 and mu2 are the refractive index of the media with mu2 greater than mu1. Okay, this is a denser, this is rarer. So what is that sine inverse of? What is the critical angle? We'll define it. Sine sine C will define. So this will be critical angle. We do define like this, no? Mu2 sine C is equal to mu1 sine of 90 degrees. Sine C equal to mu1 mu2, where C is equal to sine inverse of mu1 by mu2. Very simple. Just the idea of TIR is what we are just analyzing. Nothing big is there. So when the angle of incidence less than critical angle, when the angle of incidence is less than critical angle, the ray will undergo refraction, will move from mu2 to mu1. What is the deviation? This is the deviation. It wanted to go straight, it got deviated here. Now it's asking what is that deviation will be. So this angle of incidence, we can take it. And what about this? This everything is angle of refraction. So now deviation equal to I minus R. mu2 sin r equal to mu2 sin I equal to mu1 sin r. R is the angle of refraction. No, deviation will be
R minus I, sir, deviation.
R minus I. Sorry, deviation. It's moving from denser to rarer. No. Yeah. This theta is the angle of incidence given for us. R minus theta. So that R is what we are going to replace here. R will be mu2 sin theta sine inverse of mu2 by mu1 sin theta minus theta. Mu1 by mu2. Mu2 sin theta should be equal to mu1 sin r. This I is what theta we took it. Or we should replace, no? Mu2 sin theta. Yeah, some correction is there. Okay, there is a deviation. Next again, maximum deviation the path of ray for refraction at boundary. What do you mean by maximum deviation? Maximum deviation should be equal to when it grazes, when it goes for grazing emergence, then only the deviation is maximum, no? This deviation will be maximum. Oh no, deviation will be, it can be like this, huh? When the angle of incidence greater than critical angle, then the deviation what we can put it to be maximum. This is a deviation. For refraction at the boundary, huh? Oh sorry, option B, refraction condition is put, not reflection. I think there is a maximum deviation. So deviation in this case will be pi by 2 minus angle of incidence. What is the angle of incidence? That will calculate here. Now in this case, mu2 sin theta equal to mu1 sin pi by 2. So theta will be mu1 by mu2. We will replace theta, no? Sin inverse of mu1 mu2. Substituting this. Okay, no? So this is about the maximum deviation. No. Option A, B. A we got it. Okay, this I'll make correction. Mu2 by mu1. AS BP. Maximum deviation the path of ray for reflection at the boundary. Reflection at the boundary means this is a data, no? We'll keep it here. This should be pi minus it actually the ray will undergo TIR here. 180 minus 2 theta. So the deviation will be 2 theta. So here mu 2 sine theta. We should not equal to mu 1 it is. Option C, you see that I am how I'm applying sine law, just greater than critical angle, just greater than or equal to critical angle. What is theta? Just take the critical angle equal to critical angles. Division in the path at grazing angle of incidence. The last one. Once again, very simplified way, just trying to revise all the TIR concept here. The question is just grazing incidence. The ray should emerge at critical angle. This will be 90 degrees critical angle. Should go on that side, no? Yeah. Sorry, this is 90. Mu 2, mu 1. What is the equation? We can write it. Deviation in the path mu 2 sine 90 grazing incidence this one only. Mu 2 sine 90 should be equal to mu 1 it will get into the other medium, no? If it is here, then as you keep on increase the angle, it should come from grazing angle of incidence, deviation in the path at grazing angle of incidence. This should be the 90. No, it should be the ray. This should be 90. The diagram should be like this. Mu 1 sine 90 should be equal to mu 2 sine C. Now what is the deviation? Deviation should be 90 minus, see that one, critical angle. Okay, this will be mu 1 by mu 2. check once. I think the last one little bit. We have to assume a situation there. Unmute and talk. No, the what you type, I may not be able to understand.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, if we take mu to sine 90 equal to mu to sine C, we'll get
Grazing,
option.
grazing incident is telling. So you are not sending along the normal. No, this is a normal. For normal, you define with respect to normal. This is a boundary. No, the ray what will happen cannot go like this. Actually, it is like a. If this is the incident ray. This should be the refracted ray. No, principle of reversibility of light you applied.
Yes, sir.
So from there what happen. So or you can think like this also. If this is a critical angle, this will be the grazing emergence. So from principle of reversibility of light, you can bring it in this way. Same, no, both are. I shown it in different way here.
Thank you, sir.
Or say this you may get confused. Option D. We have done so many problems. I think not analyzing. For critical angle, the ray will be like this. No. Okay, fine. Grazing. Now from principle of reversibility of light from grazing incidence, the emergent angle should be critical angle. That only I'm showing it in different way here. This will be much easier if you want. Okay, the reverse of this you think it. For grazing incidence, the emergent ray should be critical angle. That I shown it in this way here. I
Sir?
should have explained from here. Yeah.
Sir, the critical angle can be very near to 90 degrees also, no, sir?
Oh, what you are talking. Angle of incidence, you better say this is 90 degree. Critical angle, why very near to 90? It depends on mu1, mu2. I don't know what you're talking. Please think once. Sai Surya. Sai Surya, unmute.
Yes, sir. Now I understood, sir. Yes, sir.
You cannot think that undeviated. No, it is not in 90. It is 89.99.
Yes, sir. Yes.
We have done so many. It's very important. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think the small things, everyone, anybody will land in trouble. So have such small thinking also. That to what happen in limited time we are supposed to analyze. You see that one. Everyone knows Sells law. Everyone knows critical angle. But even then you see like it took almost 7 minutes for us to analyze. Let me go for next one. No. After all possible reflection and refraction, the final image is located at a distance x from the air glass interface. Start working. I think there's no other way. will have a place to work out. First, the object will undergo refraction here. Its image will be formed with that one. So that image formed, let it be here or here, will be incident on the mirror, and from mirror get reflected. So what action, what all happens? Refraction, reflection, then again refraction. And now who will see this this particular object? The mirror, no? So for the mirror, what will happen? This object is in rarer medium, and it will see, and the mirror is present in the liquid. We have to assume it. So it will appear mu times more. It will appear mu times more. Let me proceed like this. So this is that. A glass interface, and we have a mirror here. Hurry up, meanwhile I'll set the diagram. We have a liquid like this. Now first the object, somewhere here this object, so it will appear mu times of this initial x naught. Will take it, it will appear mu times, or directly we can calculate. Okay, this will be the I1, mu times of x naught it will appear. Okay, this will take interface P1, this is P2. We'll do all the calculations first. So this will be P1 I1 should be equal to P10 in terms of mu. P10 is 20, mu is 1.5, 3 by 2, 30 centimeter. Now we'll apply the mirror equation. P2 I2 plus P2 I1 equal to focal length. P2 I1 15 plus 30 45 equal to minus 10. (90/7). You think will lie somewhere inside this one only. 20, 70, okay, 12. It will come somewhere inside. This will be I2. From here I'll measure it. Okay, this will be negative sign. Now after refraction, again the rays will form here, will pass through this. What to do now? Okay, there's a refraction is the image formed by the mirror will be somewhere here. The rays will not stop here only, no. From here again they'll start coming here. Now final image will be at this particular point. So P1 I3 should be equal to P1 I2 by mu. 90/7, mu is 3 by 2. 60/7. Oh, from the mirror, no? Ah, okay. Got it. P1 I2 not 90 by 7. 15 minus 90 by 7. Yeah, I'll change it. Don't substitute sign, only distance, no? Then we'll get the final answer. Everyone will solve, but solving in that limited 2-3 minutes is, I think, very crucial. Trying to avoid all these formulas like this straight away. Substitution type, directly this one in exam. Apparent height, then from mirror formula, substituting these values here. I think this is what you have to practice. In exam, you should avoid this also. Even this diagram also not needed. Or don't draw all this one, just only points like a draw one this vertical line, just only O, I1, I2, I3. No need of ray diagram also. Please do develop all these skills when you're practicing now. How to save time. Some answer will come, verify later on. I'll go to the next one. Not needed. Avoid it. We'll see later on. Come for this one. Variable refractive index, we'll see later on. I'll read the question. Oh, I'll get the screen. Okay, let me proceed like this. Where do that spot will appear? Okay, I do have this one. So somewhere here is what the eye located. It is going to view that irregularity, this particular thing. So first there will be refraction at P1, then P2. Spherical refraction, then the plane refraction. That's what I think the problem is. So here we have this mu1. This is the object O. This mu2. This is air, mu3, 1. So we have all the values. Just apply the spherical refraction surface formula. First at P1, anything upward will be positive. Anything upward will be positive. So at P1 it will be mu2 P1 I1 by mu1 P1 O equal to mu2 minus mu1 radius of curvature. That will substitute with sign. Mu2 is how much? 4 by 3. P1 I1. Mu1 will be 3 by 2. P1O. Only everything in terms of R. R is 10 centimeter. Minus 10. P1O object equal to mu2 4 by 3 minus 3 by 2. Radius of curvature, this is also minus 10. Solving this, we'll get the P1 I1. Three by 20, 8, 8, 9, plus 1 by 90. Four by 3 P1 I1 equal to 1 by 90 minus 3 by 20. Minus 250 by 800. 4 by 3 or P1 I1 180 into 4 by 3 into 25. Lengthy calculation. Minus
Sir, there is not 1 by 90, sir. 1 by 60, sir.
3 2 ja 60 will come, no? So this will be 1200. 20 minus 180. 160 by 1200. So 0 cancels. 60, 16 by 120. 4 by 30. 4 get cancels. P1 I1 is equal to 10. There only, huh? Somebody check calculation. $15, huh? Minus 10 only. Minus 10. Okay, the object image I1 will make it here. Will be there only. Now it will undergo refraction at point P2. So it will be mu3 P2 I2 minus mu1 P2 I1 equal to mu3 by infinity. The same formula. Mu2 is 4 by 3. P2 I1 will be 2R, R is 20, so minus 20. (15 centimeter), exactly at the midpoint. Radius is 10 centimeter, no? P2 I1 will be 15. Oh, how much I substituted? Yeah, okay, fine, fine. 20 will come. Not 20. 45 by 4. Check once, final answer. We'll conclude this problem. 11 point. Okay, this will be the final image. 11 point. 11 point means where do it should be I2. I2 will come.
Sir, P1 I1 will get minus 5 centimeters, sir.
P1 I1 minus 5. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Everyone gave minus 10. Minus 5, yeah, this one. Minus 10 only. Calculations, please, Nitesh, you should be strong in calculation. Teacher doing all these things, very, very bad this batch. I never solved things, only I have to write equation. Here I have to solve even addition, subtraction also. I don't know how you manage in exams. You may feel very happy, okay, teacher is explaining. When you don't do calculations, it's a very dangerous. Forget about the mains, forget about advanced. Mains itself very problematic for you. Getting 150 also very difficult for everyone in this batch. Because calculations are so poor, not possible. From the beginning, I'm alerting you. This is the first time where I'm doing calculations in my career. Just imagine like what pathetic situation you people are. I never used to solve this one. Calculations, I never used to solve. I'm very openly I'm telling this one. You have my recording videos also, check it them. Very rare that in the, like have go for calculations. Almost every problem I'm doing calculation. God only should help you people. Very openly I'm telling this one. Not possible. Basic calculations are not good. You may be intelligent, but in exams not possible. I'm spending more time for calculation than explaining concept. Loss for you people also. Okay, we'll take the next one. Is it a 4th standard class or class 12 revision? I don't know now. Because addition, subtraction also we are managing here. Teacher is explaining. Read the question. A plane mirror is suspended vertically at the center of a large thin walled spherical flask filled with water. Okay, some mirror, this is a mirror. The diameter of flask is 10 inches. An observer whose eye is 35 inches from the mirror as shown. Exactly here. Try to see an image of his own eye. What is the distance of image from eye? The effect of thin glass wall of flask be negative. Means don't consider any refraction here. That's what you mean to say here. You know this question? Ask it in a little bit different way. That's all. I feel like. diameter of the flask is 10 inches, so you can take this as 10 inches. Not this part, you take this is 10 inches, so it will be 5 inches, this will come, this distance. So remaining this distance will be 30 inches. No, I think it's very simple. The mirror you treat like an observer. Is there inside the water? At what distance? I think it will appear as a mu x. That the I will appear for him. Okay, this is called I. This is even. So this distance will be mu x. It will become. So then this is R. So where the image will be formed? Image will be formed. The image of this eye will be formed by the mirror, which is equal to R plus mu x. Now for at what distance the eye will appear its image? So it should be equal to, S should be equal to x plus R plus mu x. Shall we go for further R plus mu x by mu, or only finally this is? You must answer this one. First, actually the rays will go there, undergo refraction. Due to refraction, it will appear at E1, no? Then, okay, after refraction, the rays will go get reflected. Due to reflection, it will form here. Agree this. Then again the rays, what will happen? Again they should undergo refraction, no, here. What all now this everything is there from here. It will appear as if this everything is in water. Now that will be seen. So will you agree that this everything shall I bring by mu, or this should be the answer? I want from student the thinking. Shall we stop it here, or you want to add any correction here? For this, I think you should take help of ray diagram. What actually happened? The rays emitted by the eye will undergo refraction. Due to that, for the mirror, this eye will appear at E1. Agreed? Then after refraction, it will undergo reflection. Due to reflection, where the image will be formed at T2. Again, after reflection from the mirror, the ray should pass through this boundary, no, here, and again the refraction will take place. So now this will become like an object kept in a liquid. So apparent depth. So here I think you have to be careful. Here by mu has to come. Okay, the distance, okay, this will be R plus mu x. So this will be R plus R mu x by mu. No need to go for ray diagram. You should analyze like this only. First refraction, okay, reflection, then again refraction, then only the rays will enter into eye. Then you will see that his eye will not be at E2, will be finally at E3. This is the final. E3 is what? final image of I. What is not visible? E1 and E2 will not be visible for person. Hope these are very dangerous questions. Sir. I seeing himself. Usually what happened, we took all the problems where one object will see the other object. That was a different thing. But here the eye will see its own image. Where do for the eye its image will appear. At what distance will appear. Huh? Okay, any doubt you have to clarify. If I have any doubt, you can clarify it. Let's go for next one. So there is no limit. Ray optics is a very generalized subject, and you have to understand the methodology involved in applying the concepts. There's no need to solve plenty of numericals, I feel. My view it is. Read the question, little bit some data is there. Bringing some fluid mechanics with this ray optics. That's all. Nothing is there. Go back to first fluid dynamics. I think at t equal to 200 seconds, we should know what is the level of water and with what speed the level of water is moving. The insect anyway, it has to move with a constant speed. So what is needed at t equal to 200 seconds? What is the level of water in the tank and at what speed the level is falling? Work out, I think some calculations are needed. Let me proceed. This is a silvered mirror. This is a level. Okay, the inset is somewhere here. Let's get into. So this is at t equals 0. 80 meter. This h is equal to 80 meter. This 80 meter is what I'll call h. This is t equals 0. At any time t, let this be the situation. And the level of water, let it be h, here velocity v. So I think what are the equations, if you can remember the time taken for the level to become from h to h, if you know the formula of fluid dynamics, directly write the formula and you can save time, or else you have to derive. I'm telling this one. See, advantage you have always student has to come with a minimum memory. There is a minimum memory is needed. What is the minimum memory? The standard derivations, the standard topics, the standard numericals. All this will be the part of memory. See, the requirement of this particular thing is like you should know time taken for the level of the liquid at any time. If I achieve the level of liquid, what is the time taken? If you know that T in terms of small h, capital A and small a naught, or very easy, no, this problem. So or else you have to go back to the thing what all you have learnt. Still many of you are having egoism that okay, I can manage. First of all, come out of that egoism that okay, you are a good thinker. There's no doubt with a good thinking. What about the hard work? 0 to t, initial level is h, this small h, this is a negative sign. Even for anybody, even for me also, it takes so much of time to derive these things. You see that one. If somewhere by chance you are wrong here, gone, no, though you know this question, lack of memory, you lost these two questions. Minus 1 by 2 plus 1. Okay, 1 by root h, sorry. Into time. So this will become 2 root h minus h a naught a root 2 g, or the expression for t will be a naught. Okay, this will be a by a naught. A naught is area of cross section of hole. Will be root 2g. Okay, now you got the time, substitute that here and you'll get the level of the liquid. Substituting all this, you'll get the level of liquid. Then somewhere at that instant where the and at t equals 0 is at 81 meter from the base. Filled up to height h is this one, is at 81 meter. How much of distance, at what depth, what height the insect will be there, we'll calculate. Velocity of insect into time. At that instant where the insect will be, all will get information. Somewhere here we'll see the insect. Okay, this we need at what height it is. This is the position of insect. With what speed the level is decreasing, even the liquid also this needed. Know how to get this VL. This VL is what you are going to bring it from here. So this VL is nothing but dH by dt, which is equal to A naught by A. I think there's the first problem you have come across of like this. How to calculate the velocity of the level of the rate at which the level of liquid is falling. Negative sign means decreasing, that's all. Don't bother negative sign. We have everything. Now, what is y? The displacement of there's only the displacement, no? Displacement of insect. And then the position y will become 81 minus SI. Why your teacher is writing like this? Because initially the insect will be at a distance of 81 meter. Then finally, what is the distance it has covered? VIT. It has moved some distance. So at what distance from the bottom of container it should be then? 81 minus SI. Okay, this will be the position of the liquid or the insect here. Velocity of insect 2 centimeter per second. The time is what you calculate. That has to be substituted. You know velocity of insect. How much it is? 2 centimeter per second. Okay, we got everything now. Now the velocity of image of insect as observed by the insect at again, what is this everything now? So this is a mirror, no? Below there is a mirror is there. Come for this. I think you have to go back to the at what distance the image will appear for it. So if you are getting confusion, you bring the diagram like this. This is the level of water. There's the water, and somewhere here is what? The insect. Here the insect is at a height liquid level is decreasing, VL, insect is moving with a velocity VI. This at t equal to 0. So first this mirror will see this insect somewhere here, no? So I'll call this as object O now. The insect as object O. Now it will appear at O dash. Just now previous problem what we discussed, that has to be applied here. So along this line, put it here. So where it will appear? It will appear at O dash. So what is that O dash? It will be equal to y minus. So what is this distance will be? Mu into, it will appear mu times, no? At what height the insect is from the level, top surface of the level, y minus h. So it will appear mu times of that one for the mirror. Now the mirror will form its image. Where do it will form its image? It will form inside this one. This will be I dash, will call it. So what is this distance will be? H plus mu into y minus h. Okay, now again this I dash, again it will undergo refraction. So there's everything from here, everything will appear inside the water. So the final image should appear here, I. So that height, how to calculate this one? This is what? HF I'll call it. What is HF? HF should be equal to only HF will calculate first, will be H plus so for the image it will appear at a distance of the velocity of this one, no? Y minus h plus HF. Now what you are going to do is asking velocity of image of insect as observed by the insect at t equal to 200 seconds. Shall we go for differentiating this? What do you mean by dot? Derivative of that one. What shall I write y? Increasing or decreasing? The level decreases should be negative, no? The velocity of image only should be taken. Velocity of image given, no? 2 centimeter per second. H is VL. Okay, this will be minus VI. We'll substitute always sign. This will be minus VL. Again, H is minus VL by mu. So this is the now what is the thing? The velocity of insect as observed by the insect at t equal to velocity of insect as observed by the insect at t equal to 200 seconds. So what you should do here now, you have to substitute calculations. I think everything will come from calculation. I brought everything on the screen. Make observation. Yeah, we'll proceed here now. It'll be like this. So first, if you can get this t, rest all everything will become very easy for you. Okay, sorry, t is no, h is needed. Only h is needed, you see that one. But is asking the velocity of image of insect as observed by this one. So for that we should know what is like velocity of insect. We know velocity of the liquid. For that we need h. That h is what from t will get it. What is t? T equal to 200 seconds. Substitute that, you'll get h. Substitute here, then you can manage here. No need of calculation of all these things. Our discussion should be from here. H is needed. If you can get H, and you can see that one. This you can save time. That's what I mean to say, like a time taken to empty the tank. No, this you have to save time. If you can remember this, you can proceed from here. I think you have to work out calculations. I'm just sharing only the ideas. After there's the next part. After a certain time, velocity of image. Look at the second question. I want students to really answer this. Anybody wants to give explanation why velocity of image will remain constant? This will our answer will come 6 centimeter if you solve this. Okay, no. After this, okay, fine, very good. So once the old tank will get empty, no, then the velocity of insect will remain constant, no. After a certain time, velocity of image of insect becomes constant. The time at which this happens. So time taken for the old tank to become empty. What should be the limit now? 0, no. It should be small h should be 0. When the tank becomes empty, then the velocity of image will constant. There is no any other concept. Don't get. So here, so we'll write that instruction. Next question. When tank becomes empty, velocity of image of insect becomes constant. So what is that time? That time you can calculate h. Here we have equation root h a by a naught. And the answer will be this one. Okay, you have to, you can encounter questions of mixed with fluid dynamics. You have to be ready with all these. Mains not possible. I'm talking about the advanced. Main such like question why they lost. Just patience is needed, because you know most of the concepts, not the patience and the interest. Carefully analyze this. What is that mirror? Mirror will oscillate. What is the formula? You have to start with velocity of image with respect to, or Vix is equal to 2 Vmx minus Vox. If you remember, forgotten, you have to derive. Apply this. Now first case, first option A will take one by one individual option. Speed of image with respect to ground frame when spring is at natural length. So this substituting this one, velocity of mirror plus V, anything directed towards right, positive, minus velocity of object plus 2 will be 0. Okay, fine. Speed of image with respect to ground frame when spring is at natural length. Speed of image with respect to mirror when spring is at natural length. With respect to mirror is asking. Again, we know Vix. What is the second part of the problem? Vim is asking. Vix is 0. Vmx is plus V means towards, okay, it should be V only. Okay, this is Q, no? I don't know. Yeah, this is Q. This is P. Speed of image with respect to mirror when spring is at natural. See, very simple. Just that spring is brought, all of a sudden we start seeing something big. Just stick on to the basic formula. When spring is at its natural length. Okay, this is a thing. Now, third one, option C will take it. Speed of image with respect to object when spring is at its natural. Speed of image with respect to object. VIOX minus VOX. This is how much? 0. So it should be R. Speed of image with respect to ground frame when spring is at maximum compressed state. At maximum compressed state. What is the state of mirror? Mirror will be at rest, no? At maximum compressed state, mirror will be at rest. So VIX should be equal to 0 minus VOX. At maximum compression, what is the state of the mirror? Mirror will be at rest. Now, one very important. What is the state of mirror? It will be oscillating, no? At natural length, it will be also moving towards left. All possibilities are there. We didn't bother that. All these options, what you have to check it, the mirror will be also moving towards left. There's also other possibility. Okay, that one. So here next another possibility is what we have to check it for same this option or means nothing but as there's a multiple matching, no, so definitely single option. Okay, I should think in this way. So now other possibilities. 2, the mirror will be moving towards left. VIX is how much? Minus 4V. Mirror moving towards left, object moving towards right. But look at the question, natural, as it is oscillating, mirror is oscillating, compression, then again at natural it will be moving towards left, no? We have to work out that. Found to be moving towards right means okay, but it's telling moving at a speed v, so it will be moving also towards left, no? Very little bit we have to be alert, nothing else is there here. First the mirror will be moving towards left, so this will become minus v, object is plus 2v. Okay, minus 4v will get it. Then this will become velocity of mirror is how much? Velocity of image is minus 4v. This will be v. So minus 4v plus v minus 3v. Option S also will come. Option B, PS. Speed of image with respect to ground frame. Okay, there's no problem. There's only Q is there. No. Speed of image with respect to object when spring is at its natural length. velocity of image minus 4v. Okay, there's no problem with this. Then option VIOX, VIMX, this is option, okay, last option D, will check it. When spring is at, okay, there's no problem. Yeah, this is like option B only, P and S will come. I think we have to be alert in exams. Look at the speed. The sentence is very dangerous, sir. If he has said velocity, then what we did, option S should not come. He said speed, no, we have to take S. I think the speed and velocity, I think that will determine the what key you have to take it. Very dangerous. I'm telling this one really in exams. Either way will think it. Very risky such questions. Risky in the sense like the velocity, speed, even it also matters a lot. That will determine what options you are going to pick up. You see this. Okay, just do make observation. That's what I'm suggesting you. Like each and the observation skills has to be improved here. You have to enhance it. That's why I'm asking you, analyze the problems. Don't just remember, analyze it. If he has asked this, if it changes slightly here, what conditions will come? Like this, you start thinking, no, it'll be easier. Anybody having doubt, you can clarify. Any doubt if you have, you can clarify. One more. There's a fish is there in a liquid of mu equal to root 2. Here we have a liquid. And there's a mirror. Observer, so who is now the fish will not see his image. There's some observer is there. He is going to see the velocity of image of the fish. So if you are getting confusion, start with a, let this be a boundary. And here is what the liquid. There's a mirror, I'll bring it. Let's have a getting confusion with the diagram. You can just analyze and let there be observer here. E is going to measure the velocity of image. Let's see what conditions will come. Here is the fish. I think this much is what we have, mu equal to 2. Definitely this part is here. So we'll do one thing, let this fish be at a distance x. This distance will remain fixed. The mirror is going to see the fish, no? the mirror is going to see the fish. So the fish is where in the liquid. So where do it will appear? It will appear somewhere at this point. I'll increase the size of diagram. We'll have like this. It'll be easy for us to write equations. Now the fish is at what? At a distance of x from the interface. For the mirror, where do it appear? It will appear somewhere here, no? This is the f1. So what is that f1? X by mu, no doubt, and call this is p. This is m. So the distance of that will be the distance. What it will see the mirror will be mp plus pf1. So what is mp? mp we have chosen that to be equal to l. pf1 should be equal to x by mu. Okay, this is the distance of the fish as seen by the mirror. And where do this mirror? It will form its image here. f2. Call this is y. So what is y? Or this should be s, no? Yeah. sf1, call this is y better. Now how to mirror is also moving, no? Let's see that one. Now we'll differentiate this. First we'll calculate in what direction this image is moving. What is the velocity of this image? What direction it is moving? Then we'll work out here this one. How you manage this? Mirror were not touched. Mirror is also in motion. So is it L constant? No. The interface is a fixed here. So what is the reference you are going to take? You are going to take this interface as a reference. This is very important. So you are going to take this as a reference now. Now you differentiate it. So first we'll get the velocity of this image. V1 is needed. So that is what we'll differentiate here. Symbols. This should be MF1, no? It should be MF1, sorry. This we are going to differentiate. Call this is say some R. Yeah, no, carry on. This you differentiate, you'll get the velocity of V1. So if you differentiate this V1, what is V1 is equal to R1 R dot is equal to L dot plus X dot by mu. What is L dot? L dot should be plus 1. What is X dot? X dot should be minus 4. Mu is 2. Plus 1 minus 2. So minus 1 meter per second. That is a V1. Then the mirror, what it does, it will form its image opposite to this. So now this is the velocity of object. What shall we say, with respect to mirror or with respect to ground it is? With respect to ground, no? This is velocity of, I'll write it all. Velocity of image of fish with respect to ground. No, the mirror will see this one, no? With respect to mirror, sorry. With respect to mirror, this is with respect to mirror. The fish will appear like an object. Okay, now we'll calculate the actual velocity. I think I should write, this is Vm1, velocity of 1 with respect to mirror. Yeah, now okay. Velocity of 1 with respect to mirror equal to V1 minus Vm. Vm is minus 1. This we don't know. Velocity of mirror is plus 1. V1 we are getting 0. Velocity of fish, velocity of image of fish with respect image F1 of fish with respect to ground. Okay, it will be 0, that one. Now it will form its image. Now we have to calculate this F2. The person will see this one. Village V2. V2 should be equal to 2Vm minus V1. I'll use this formula. Velocity of mirror plus 1. Velocity of this with respect to ground, it will be 0. So I am getting 2 centimeter, no, 2 meter per second. And I am getting right. So that this positive means away from mirror. Now, what is this V2 I should call? Velocity of image of fish formed in the mirror and observed by person, or as observed, as seen by observer. I think we have to be a little bit extra alert, nothing else is there. Concept we know, how we can apply that in systematic way. You have to stick on to the conventions here. Okay, work out some different types of numericals of these things. No, you'll be in a better position. Huh? Okay, we'll end up the class. Okay, kids, like we have seen like the application problems. Please take out numericals, start working out them, start analyzing them. Then only you can see that. See, everyone knows theory, but when it comes application, even the teacher also will be in trouble. Not only you, even me also what happen. Because every problem we have to think. There's nothing called like a you can manage. Okay, if you know theory, that one. So every numerical again we have to put effort. When you are solving numerical, definitely one has to think. So solving different numericals, thinking and analyzing what happened, that is the only way what happened where you can improve. Just mere reading theory will not benefit. Again and again I'm repeating. So at least today is a Wednesday is there. So from 3 days you have for exam. So at least now what happen if you start working, thinking, no, little bit in better position you can improve. Okay, thank you all of you.